Hi friends and new friends. After seemingly endless deliberations, negotiations, and good old-fashioned elbow grease, Dash Core Group was finally able to make the announcement. They've secured a Dash trademark for the network. On this CATV episode, we go over what a trademark is, how Dash Core Group secured it, and why it's important. I'm Christopher Carruthers, also known as Tao of Satoshi, and you're watching Cash Alternative TV. So what is Cash Alternative TV other than that catchy jingle? Well, it's a show about cryptocurrency with a focus on Dash, which aims to be a digital cash for the world, an alternative to cash. If that's something that you're interested in, you want to learn more about Dash, or just want to hang out with me some more, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss an episode. Now onto the topic of today's show. You know, acquiring a trademark for a decentralized network is pretty remarkable. Let's dive into the details right now. Hi all, so today we're going to be going over the news of the Dash network getting a trademark. And a lot of people confuse trademarks with copyrights or patents. So today we're going to go over the news, we're going to go over what the difference is between a trademark and a copyright and a patent, and why this is very important for Dash. So like off the top of my head, I can think of one item that would be where it would be beneficial for Dash to have a trademark. And that was when somebody was trying to use the dashnation.org website. And I have a website called dashnation.com, and they were trying to use dashnation.org to direct people to faulty website where people could download wallets that would steal their Dash. So having a trademark in that situation would definitely be beneficial. So I'm kind of blown away because the Dash is a decentralized network, and yet the Dash Core Group was able to negotiate this deal. And because they negotiated the deal and the Dash network owns Dash Core Group, that basically a decentralized network now has a trademark. So I find this to be pretty crazy stuff. So I titled it, "Wait, what?" You know, so we're going to go through it now. So this is groundbreaking news, any way you slice it. A decentralized network owning a trademark through the US Patents Administration. It's really good. And I want to go over it today because it's really excellent news, and it's very important for the world of Dash and moving forward with the culture of Dash and the presence of Dash on the internet. So it says, "We are happy to report that a few days ago the US Patents and Trademarks Office completed the final steps to assign a Dash trademark to Dash Core Group Incorporated. Since the Dash network controls Dash Core Group Inc., the network controls the trademark." Fantastic stuff. So we have to understand what a trademark is. You know, like it's not a copyright, it's not a patent, there's a difference. So what is a trademark? A trademark is a word, phrase, symbol, and or design that identifies and distinguishes the source of goods from one party of one party from those of others. Unlike copyright or patents, which are property rights, trademarks are structured to protect the user and guarantee the origin of a product or service. So that's basically it in a nutshell. So I hope you guys understand that. So we're going to be moving forward. So the Dash network has a lot of power now. It can throw its weight around when it comes to people trying to steal its name and do shady things with it and unauthorized things. So what does it mean? The Dash network now has a say in how the word Dash can be used in connection to certain services or products. Trademarks are assigned by category, and several companies can have concurrent rights, even in the same category, which is especially true with generic words like Dash. I'm sure Apple went through the same problem. The most important implications are you can get down with scammers and bad guys. That's what I've titled it, because a lot of people are trying to do bad things. We all know in the cryptocurrency industry there's a lot of scams out there, a lot of people trying to steal your Dash or steal your Bitcoin or what have you. So this helps Dash, the network, the decentralized network, to protect itself against that. So everyone in the Dash ecosystem is safe from third-party claims. These could come from anyone registering the trademark themselves to try to cause trouble to others, or from legit companies who have a trademark that include the term Dash and are in our industry or a connected one. And number two, we have tools to take down malicious actors, and that's a big thing. In the last few years, we've seen several scammers using our name to cause harm or steal funds from unsuspecting users who thought these services were legitimate. Fighting these usually takes a lot of time, and the authorities are not always willing to help. The trademark infringement process is quite straightforward, and we've used it in the past for this purpose. We were able to do it because registration is not mandatory if you prove usage of the mark, but with registration this process is much easier. And we have a few of these going on right now. So Dash Core Group, they see these problems out there. They see these bad guys and these scammers trying to use our name. And now we have a little bit more tools in our war chest to go against them. And that's something that we really needed. And I'm really proud of those guys for getting it done. But it's a fair policy though. Like, there's a lot of people out there that have legitimate use cases for using the term Dash, myself included, my site dashnation.com. And I'm trying to promote Dash, and I'm trying to get Dash as a digital cash for the world out there. So people like me and people like anybody else who take the Dash name and want to use it, they're capable of using that. But if they want to cause harm to the Dash network, that's when they're going to bring their teeth out. So our trademark is for classes 9, computer and software products and electrical and scientific products, and 36, insurance and financial services. You can see all the details on the US Patent and Trademark Office website. So all these links are going to be below in the description. If you don't know how to find my YouTube channel, you can find it at dashnation.com/guide, and that link will be down in the bottom intermittently as well. We will publish a trademark policy with all the nuances, but our intention is to make our policy flexible. Dash is a decentralized project, and all well-intentioned stakeholders should be able to use the mark without authorization or limitation. We will only work to prevent cases where users or the project could be seriously harmed. If you would like to participate in the creation of the policy, please reach out. It's also worth mentioning the concept of nominative use that permits the use of a trademark if it's the most accurate way to refer to a good or service without misleading consumers to its source. This puts some balance between consumer protection and free expression. So as somebody who's taken the Dash name on myself, I'm very happy with that clause, that I can keep doing that. I don't have to worry as long as I'm pro-Dash and I'm not trying to steal people's funds. So it's only effective against US-based infractions. This is not a worldwide thing. It's only effective in the US. But they go on to say that a lot of internet activity is based in the US. Like there's got to be something involved in that internet chain that's usually based in the US. So it'll definitely come in handy to prosecute. So are they universal? No, each country has their own system. We have registered the trademark in the US, and this doesn't apply worldwide, but it gives some level of protection. For us, most infringements happen on the internet, and those will most likely have a US component somewhere, a hosting provider, a domain registrar, payment processor, or any other service they use. Having a trademark recognized somewhere is a better situation than not having it. In the future, we would like to register the mark in other countries, but we don't think it's the best use of network resources right now. Now keep in mind, this is a start. You know, they're based in the US right now with this trademark. But in the future, I foresee no situation where we won't be able to do this in all the countries in the world. Just right now, we're in a bear market. The Dash Treasury doesn't have enough money to support that. But as we've seen at the height of the bull market in 2017, Dash had quite a considerable war chest to fund its efforts. So if we get it back to that situation where Dash is very successful and there's a bull market and lots of money there, we can always do that, as well as other things that the Dash Decentralized Autonomous Organization needs to do. The more money we have in our war chest, the more money the blockchain provides for us with our decentralized funding, the better off we'll be. So I can see a scenario in the future where Dash has this protection in every single country in the world. It'll take time, but it can happen. Because this is a sprint. This is a marathon. It's not a sprint. So we can get it done. So this is low-key open source trademarks. So it's really, really interesting. Are trademarks compatible with open source software? And they say absolutely. They pose no limitation on the software, only the usage of the brand. Many open source projects have registered trademarks. Even Richard Stallman, president and founder of Free Software Foundation, recognizes that trademark enforcement is reasonable as long as software freedom is not restricted. So they're kind of differentiating from the software and the brand behind the software. So that's interesting too. And it's been a long journey for the Dash Core Group doing this. This is something that's been in the works for a long time. Something that is as a result of a lot of hard work and elbow grease. So why now? This has now been completed, but it's taken many years to do this. It's all started when the project changed the name from Darkcoin to Dash. So because of Darkcoin was definitely associated with the dark markets and Darkcoin and privacy, and that's it. And only if you're a criminal you use it. When we switched to Dash, we were more marketable and we were more easier to do this stuff. Back then, we had to contest someone else's registration attempt so we could be safe in the future. The treasury system had not been created yet, so the Dash Foundation, not to confuse with the Dash Investment Foundation, funded the process. The available funds were very limited, only a small fund from membership dues, but we were able to avoid litigation and entered into a coexistence agreement with the company that was trying to register the trademark. So the resources at the beginning were very limited, and the Dash Foundation was a finite amount of money coming through just from membership dues. But now they have a treasury system and they have ongoing funds to do this, so they were able to get it out of the way. So that was good. But it was a lot of headaches and a lot of hard work, and that's I was looking on Twitter, and Fernando was telling somebody else that it was a lot of hard work. So kudos to them for getting it done. I'm really proud of them. After the coexistence agreement was executed, we started our own registration attempt, but this got stalled as the US Patent and Trademark Office because there were some overlaps with other trademarks that needed clarification. When all that was ironed out, our registration attempt was open for public information, and several companies opposed it. Well, that's something that I wouldn't have expected. We conducted several negotiations, and in the end, we only had to sign a coexistence agreement with one of them. Wow, there's a lot of stuff that goes into developing a trademark, eh? So a lot of places want that name Dash, and now that we have it, that's really excellent. They probably made the case that Dash is the more worldwide phenomenon than any of these other ones. So this is really huge news. So hasta la vista, Dash Foundation. It was nice knowing you. Thanks for all the fish and all that. When the trademark was finally assigned to the Dash Foundation, we were able to transfer it to the Dash core group, so it was fully controlled by the network. Doing it during the process would have delayed things further. I want to use this occasion, this is Fernando Gutierrez saying this, I want to use this occasion to thank all the members of the Dash Foundation. As you may remember, we created the foundation early in the project because back then that was the most usual route to fund crypto projects. Early adopters funded the foundation, which then funded development. The model proved to be ineffective, and that led to the creation of the proposal system. That was Evan Duffield's baby back in 2015. But it was good enough to allow us to do this and a few other smaller projects. The foundation has been inactive for years, and now that this process has finished, the Dash Foundation plans to formally dissolve. So it was good while it lasted. It was a relic of the past and of the old way of doing things. But now Dash has moved forward with the innovative proposal system and governance system and treasury system. So the Dash Foundation has kind of outlived its usefulness, but we tip our hat to you. It was a good organization while it lasted, but it's time to say goodbye. So that was my presentation about the trademark news for Dash. It's really cool for a decentralized organization to have a trademark and a legal trademark through a US entity. So if you want to have if you have any questions about this, or contact information is Fernando Gutierrez. He's a Dash Core Group CMO. He's the one who wrote this blog post. You can also contact the Dash Press Room at newsroom.dash.org if you have anything to say about this, or you want to broadcast this on your own sites or your own videos. And the Dash main website, if you want to check out Dash, if you're new to Dash and you haven't seen what we have to offer, is www.dash.org. And if you're interested in Cash Alternative TV, where you're watching this video, and Dash Nation movement and everything like that, you can find it out at dashnation.com/guide. So that was my show for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye for now. Well, that was my presentation going through the details of Dash's acquisition of a trademark. It's pretty remarkable news, and I'm quite happy about it. It's going to give us lots of power to go after the bad guys in the future and give us some control over our brand. You've been watching Cash Alternative TV, the official video channel of Dash Nation. Dash Nation is a global community of financial freedom advocates who believe in Dash as a future digital cash for the world. It's unity through financial freedom. Find out how to join the Blue Hearts today at www.dashnation.com/guide. Looking forward to seeing you in Dash Nation. Well, that's it for me today. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and click the bell if you want to see more from me in Cash Alternative TV episodes. Until next time, remember, Dash is a better money for a better future, and that future is getting closer every day. Bye for now.